Keep on, fatty. I'm gonna fucking do it again for you. This time you'll be on the fucking ground and I'll fucking stamp on your rib cage. Keep on, fatty. You'll get it again. I'm sick of you making lies up against me. I can fight. I was brought and bred and did the pub scene, you know what I mean, bluff? In the 80s. I can fight. I pity you. I fucking pity you. So you keep on, fatty. You get smashed up to say I know. I try to be your friend. If you don't want to be friends, I'll smash you again. This time will be 6 jabs. And 3 of them will be down by your vital fucking liver that you have to go to have dialysis on every fucking week. You want me to smash you? I'll smash you. We're gonna smash up mashed potatoes. You want to go into the water on your side. You're gonna smash mashed potatoes. Okay, good. Fuck off. Otherwise you'll get hit. It comes to the point, fatty, chunky, stay pop marshmallow man. Where you're gonna get smashed on you. I've been trying to be your friend for the last 5 years. But don't make your life about it. I will smash you. You've got to leave that house at some point, haven't you? Get vital food. I will smash you properly next time.
Well, yeah, you're right there. I'll be up to go into drama school because he talks a load of shit anyway.
Good time. Well, you will need to go to your millionaire sisters for triage. You understand that, fat boy? That's all you are. You're a couple of sick. Even your dog ate shit. None of my people are here. 99.9% of people hate on here. Good. They hate me. Good. But you keep making lies up. I'm watching you. I'll watch you. I'll get you a team. I'll find out where you go. And I'll smash it. You'll be smashed on. You'll be smashed to the point where it's big bad. I'll stomp on your fucking face and everything. You cunt. Oh, yeah. You are already on the Abbey surveillance. Well, a girl out every hour on the hour that's a bit cost more than petrol car park. That's where you normally used to park, wasn't it? I'm listening to multiple bands. I'm listening to PMR. I've got friends on the radio that are listening. I have got friends, by the way.
He ain't got fucking nobody.
Fuck them, I don't give a fuck about them. You're a problem now, aren't you, Fatty? You're the big problem. You're the big boy first, that's what I say.
You've got no fucking mates. You're Billy No Mates, you prick. Walk off. Wait, Billy No Mates. Bye. Bye, Billy No Mates. Yeah, I know. Bye, Billy. Bye, Billy.
We'll see, big boy. I will mark your routine. And we'll see. Shall we? That's it now, it's all done. We'll see. I'll mark your routine. Bye-bye.
Bye, Billy. So long, Billy. Yeah. See you, Billy the Kid. I think he's an adult. I think he's got an adult mind in a child's body, I do. He probably thinks that he can get away with most, but he ain't. He thinks he's fucking the big gangster. Yeah. That thinks he can get away with everything. Craig, you've got fucking no chance. He's forgetting the threats that he sent this week. I've got them all recorded. Yeah. So don't matter. He's on about my fucking beard. Yeah. The one that I've spent fucking months and months and months growing. He says he's going to burn it and burn me right down to me fucking jawbone till the bones are exposed. Well, for one thing, that's 10 years for that bit. Yeah. And then there's a little bit extra for the aggravated assault on top of it. So if it happens, Craig, you'll be making me rich, not me making you rich. It was 2 nights ago, well, yeah. And he threatened to get his lighter, stick it under my beard, set fire to my beard. Yeah. Obviously, it'll probably cause a few scars and shit like that. What he doesn't realise is he's going to get 10 years just for the burning bit. The rest of it's assault and all that shit. Yeah. He's the one that'll be going in prison, not me. I'm the one that'll get the payout in 2 years. Well, yeah, because it's so. The only reason why I know about the burning now is because I had a mate, yeah, years and years ago, yeah. This is in Shepherd Street, and you'll read all about it, yeah. The guy that did it was Timmy Parker, yeah, and his victim was called Dean Brinley. Yeah. What had happened? They were at top of Shepherd Street. It's in Longton towards Trent Vale End. It is. And it goes all the way up in the white building flats right at the top of the bosset. And what had happened is he'd gone in this particular day and poured petrol over this lad's head. Well, Timmy had gone and poured petrol over Dean's head. Yeah. And the next minute he went up in flames because he lit the lighter. Yeah. He was basically a running fucking torch, flaming torch, basically. Yeah. The guy got 10 years for it, and Dean got, I think it was 190,000 in compensation. But because of his criminal crime, because of his criminal record and what he'd done in the past, this lad ended up with $6,000 out of it because they deducted. The criminal justice had taken away most of it, most of the money. He ended up with $6,000 altogether out of it, just before his criminal record. I ain't got no criminal record. Yeah, I did have a criminal record, but it's spent now. Mine is. I can do what I want now. I can even go get my fucking security badge if I wanted it. But, yeah, it was. It weren't fucking nice. Like I say, I saw my mate Dean go through fucking nightmares every blasted day, and then all of a sudden, years later, something happened. He flipped, and I ain't going to mention no more because it ain't fair on the person that's involved. Yeah, but don't mention it, Wiz, because it ain't fair on him. I've just had to bring that up. I'm sorry to do it, yeah, but I've had to bring that up as an example, yeah. All I'm saying is the lad that got burnt, yeah, got compensation, and the lad that did it got years away. All right. Since then, Dean spent 26 years in prison, but hey, that's another story, and I ain't gonna mention it. Fucking hell, that's years ago. Fuck me, you're talking over a century ago. That was over 20 years ago. That's nearly a century. 25 years are in a century, they call it. Yeah. 20 years ago, it's almost a century away. Fucking hell, Al. That was years ago. If I remember rightly, it was a mess as well.
25 years to the course of research. 425 to 100. Well, it was true when I left that. 425. That was the vibe on the street anyway.
Yeah, it started up from. Do you know where? Do you know where that takeaway is you use up top of Lilydale? The one by the school. You use it regular. That's Lilydale there, isn't it? Rolled down that bank. Yeah. He ended up in the bungalows, didn't it?
Well, that's what I about it. But whether it be true or not, I don't know. One of the hours. I didn't hear about it till late. Actually, do me. There's a read in the paper, or see on the news. But apparently, that's what happened.
Yeah, because if I remember rightly, I remember it. Apparently, what they did is they ended up taking the vehicle and the body all in one. They didn't take it out because they needed to get rid of it quickly. I think you're right. It's over 25 fucking year ago, that is. Honest to God. Oh well. Which building are you going to jump off, Craig? Well, which is the Eiston Hanley?
The 12-story flat that I did,
Yeah, do us a favour, Craig. Go climb up to the roof and jump off the cunt and do us all a fucking favour. Well, I know somebody that lives in the My Rise flats up there. I can get him access. True. I just saying that. Don't need to do that. Just drag him up fucking park wall and chuck him off the fucking canyon. That's high enough. Yeah, and then when it gets too hot for him, on he fucks off. Peekaboo, I see you. He'll have a job to do it in mine, well, won't he? Because I'll squash the cunt. Don't forget, I use the whole part of my drive. just counting how many cars I can get in my drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get 6 cars in my drive. Piece of piss if you park them right. I've can't get any in the backyard. At one time I used to be able to get 10 because I used to be able to park them in my backyard, but I can't do that no more because there's a shed in the way. And the fence posts have been put in now since then. But years ago I used to be able to get 10 and yeah. I'd get a few in here. Most of the neighbours used to park their cars in here when there was construction being done outside on the Watsons. In fact, everybody used to bring the cars around here for my dad to repair them at weekends. Fucking hell. There's been no end, honest stop here, yeah. There's been no end of it before now where they've been here and they have engines and fucking gearboxes and axles taken off the fucking cars outside these premises, even in the fucking snow. I know plenty of gangsters, mate. Most of them are in the food industry that I know. And I know if we were allowed to go and do festivals this year, I'd have work this year. Because I was tempted to fucking ring them up. But obviously there's going to be no work this year. I'm hoping after fucking March there's going to be something going. because I'm tempted to fuck off for about 6 months, me. Because that's how long I'll be away if I go. Yeah, no. May, well, March, it usually around about March when they kick in. So you're only losing like 2 months. But some of them go right up until November anyway, because you've got up until bonfire night and shit like that. And then you've got all the Christmas markets. And that, so they'll be local anyway, most of them. So it'll be home for them. But the ones that are away, like Yorkshire and fucking Isle of Wight and all that, you'll be away for weeks at a time. But fuck it. I'm going to get on the fucking phone now and speak to me old mate Tony Russ now. We're back in a bit. I'll be turning this down while I'm talking to this guy, so I'll see you in a minute. Tune! Fucking cracking tune, this is. Oh, wait up, Tim. Hang on. He's got my number. He'll ring me as soon as we're allowed to leave. No. I'm on about going back on the festival, so I've just rung that guy who I've just been on the phone with. He says there's nothing at the moment, but he's got my number. He says he's going to have to go because he's got other people around. Well, it's Saturday night, isn't it? They're all doing what they usually do. And he's probably having a fucking smoke with the lads, knowing him. But he says as soon as there's something available, he'll ring me. But I'll end up driving one of the vans. I'll be running it. But I'll have to take a freezer van down for him. He says, am I still okay for driving freezer vans? Well, I says, fucking course I am. But I won't be allowed to tow the trailers on the back of the truck. Because I've got to take a license for it. I can't use my granddad rights anymore like I used to. Yeah, that's what he's just said to me. He says as soon as they're allowed to leave for it, as soon as it's all clear, give me a ring. So I've just got to sit tight, Alex. Patience. That's what I've got to have. I've got to have patience. Believe it or not, that's what he said to me. Believe it or not, he says, all you've got to do, mate, is sit there and have some patience, and I will ring you when it's free. I have, like I say, at the moment, I'm playing in Dole at the moment, but as soon as if I get back into it, I know what'll happen. As soon as he gets me on site, there's your waggy. No, by the way, your warehouse. So I'll end up running the warehouse again, like I did years ago for him. But all I can remember, Al, this guy, Tony Russ, yeah. Now, Tony Russ is from down south. And every day, because I used to have my own unit all the time. It was always left to him, he was always cleaning out, always polishing it down and everything. And every time he used to walk fucking past me, he used to slap me on the fucking back. Like, see, good on you, mate, you know what I mean? Things like that. And he says, because he used to say to me, he said, you've got one of the tidiest vans on you. And that was when Susie Quattro was at Silverstone, that was. She was live at one of the race meetings at Silverstone. Silverstone Classics, that's what it was. And she was actually on the stage. And that was that was the last time I ever went to Silverstone. I think that was the last festival I ever did, actually. That one, apart from the one at Goodwood at the end of the year. Did it used to be? Yeah, it used to be Goodwood, then Silverstone. But I used to do a lot of them over at Donington as well. A lot of the race meetings at Donington as well at weekends. But I actually stopped while I was, because I couldn't I couldn't work nights and do the catering. So I had to give one of them up, and it had to be the catering side because I was in full-time work. But now I can go and be self-employed now. But all I'm saying is, some of them gigs used to earn me 345 quid. At the end of the festival. Some of them were nearly $1,000 because they were 2 weeks. That's what I say. You don't get paid for so many days, because if you don't do anything, you only get paid for the days that the actual unit's open. That's the gamble you take on it. But I would say Silverstone, I'd probably earn, if I went to Silverstone for the weekend, that'd probably earn me 300 quid just for that gig. Yeah, the way it works, Alice, on them is they provide the unit, like the van, and all the stock, and then the staff get a percentage. Then there's a percentage taken out of that. Once they've taken like the stock out and all that, which is what they do, they see what's left, and then they pay out a percentage for that unit, and that percentage gets split between everybody. Like I say, I've come away with a week's for a weekend's work, I've come home with 300 quid. Easy. Donington's been about 4. Chatsworth House was 1,000. Glastonbury, fucking hell, mate. You're looking about 1,600 quid just off Glastonbury Festival. That's 2 fucking weeks at Glastonbury. Yeah. Because that Glastonbury, you know, you're open a week before the venue's open. Because you're saving the fucking staff while they're setting up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say to you before. That Glastonbury one, you're there beforehand. You can be there up to 2 weeks. You can be there for 2 to 3 weeks. A week to get in, to set up, yeah? Then you've got a week. Then you've got a week then watching the whole thing being put together. And by then, you're saving the staff that are on there. Yeah? So there's a week's wages. And then the big event, which lasts, I think it's 8 or 9 days, I think Glastonbury's on, altogether. No, yeah, but you're looking at about 10 grand for a good trailer or van. You're better off with a fucking van that's got an engine with all the griddles and shit in, to be honest with you. And then you can carry it. But all I'm saying is for me, I'd rather work for the big boys, the festival big side. I'd rather go. There's more money for me to earn on the festivals and having no, but it's easier for me to just travel down there, pay my fuel, yeah, me get there, and then I've got some. Well, the thing is with this estate car, I can sleep in my car because I can just put my bed in the back. Yeah, but he'll already have somewhere to sleep for me. It'll be in the sleeper cab of the truck. All right, there'll be a fucking freezer running all night, but hey, it's nothing that I ain't fucking I haven't been able to handle before. And that Glastonbury anyway, you hardly sleep on that fucker anyway, because you're up day and night. It's very long hours. That's why you get paid so much. That's what I say. I'd rather go and work for the big boys and then come home and have a few days sleeping and then go back again. That's the way I'd rather do it. That's where steam pans come in handy. What you do is you have warmers and steam pans. You've seen it at McDonald's where they bring that, they drop it down that chute, don't they? And they've got like an electric light above them, and it keeps it hot. Well, steam pans, yeah, they've got a plate in the bottom. You put so much water up to the plate, yeah, light the burner underneath and put the stock into them, and that keeps them warm. And all you do is you just fill that on one griddle, because you have two griddles, one for serving off and one for cooking up on. Well, you always have somebody cooking up. You have one person cooking up all the time, and you have a couple of people serving, and then you have one person doing drinks. So you have 4 or 5 staff on each trailer. That's the way it works. It's just easy. You have somebody on the till taking the money and making drinks. Then you have a couple of people serving the burgers out. Yeah. And that's the way it works. With the double trailer, you've got a drinks boiler either end. Yeah. So you have 2 people serving and serving drinks and taking money, and you have 2 people serving drinks. The food out. It's a piece of piss out. All you got to do is make sure you've got one person that's cooking all the time, and all they do is just nothing but non-stop cooking. On them, some of them festivals, all it is just non-stop cooking. You sweat your bollocks off them, some of them, but that's the way it is, mate. Honestly, there's always somebody behind the grill that's flipping the burgers all the time and the sausage. You have to. You wouldn't be able to keep up otherwise. Yeah. You ask your mate how much you paid for that ice cream van. What's he do, Al? Is it hard ice cream, or is he the soft, the whippy ice cream?
other stuff. And like fucking, it's all mush puppies and all that. It's like fucking, the jar, the fucking juicer, it's like crushed ice and all that sort of game. Flakes and all that. Because you have to mix shit. You have to mix shit to get the fucking ice cream. You have to mix it first, mix it all up. And then fucking, yeah, it turns into ice cream summer.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a whipping machine. It's a machine on the counter, and you pull a handle. He turns a knob, and the machine makes a noise like a. Well, it's got a little. That's the little generator in the machine. That is, yeah, and it also keeps it cold. Yeah. See, the hard stuff. What I'm on about, soft scoop. You take it out with like it's like a spoon now. Ice cream scoop. You know what I mean? That's the hard stuff. Yeah. And the soft stuff is, it looks like you've been decorating a cake. And he twirls it around on the cone. He has to move the cone to what's it, for the ice cream, because if you just put it on the cone straight, it'll just run straight off. I tell you, Tomo, Gary Thompson, if you look up, you can see it. Look up the death of Gary Thompson, because he was shot a few years ago when he was about 27. I'm talking years ago, about 90s it was. Well, I used to work for him. Well, one of his famous sayings, before we used to leave the yard, yeah, one of his sayings was, let them doggies roll. Yeah, that was the logo for it. We're on our way. Yeah, and when we used to get there, his famous saying was, burgers, hot dogs, freshly fried before your eyes. And that's what some of the staff used to come out with and all that. And it used to fucking, I tell you what, mate, It used to fucking sell the fucking stuff. Burgers, hot dogs, freshly fried before your eyes.
Yeah. Get your box, come on, we got bracelets, we got watches. Remember, if you don't have a baby, you'll be hungry, and when you get there, it's going to buy you a bracelet. You won't be around with you. Happy with you. Come on, get ready for your watches. You got this, we got everything. Come on. Have a week. Let's have a week here. Get to the cat, really, because you can attract the crowd, especially always. When people are hungry, they eat food, don't they? They talk about bracelets or washes. You know what I mean? Well, get your Vegas, get your box. We got the fries on here, around here, you know. We do everything here. We got watches, we got bracelets, we got handbags for you, mummy. Buy your mother a nice handbag while you're here. You can have a big cruise while you're
Yeah, yeah. I see the clam's still running. Ah. Ooh. Talking about burgers. Cheers, Al. Brother's just bought me some burgers up.
You got a single one and then it's like double for a piece of gravy.
Cheers, mate.
And then backs are only £2 so I've got another pack in there.
We got them shit burgers. We get paid on it this week, so. We'll have to get some for the 11th then. We'll get some. When I get paid again, I'll go get some. Yeah. I tell you what, I get some of the burgers that I used to sell on them festivals. I can get them. The 24 in a box. I'm not sure, I think the £12.50 a box. And that, if you ever want any, just let me know. Well, I always have a box of sausage and a box of burgers, and I get one each month. So if you want any, just let me know, because they'll stay in the freezer anyway. Once they're in the freezer, they're that frozen anyway, because they're frozen up to over -1 anyway. Yeah, he does burgers and that, but you're better off going up. It's where I go, it's cheaper because I do all my shopping. I start when I go shopping, I start my shopping in Bursland and then I work my way around. But if you want a box of sausage and a box of burgers, let me know. It's about £20 out for the two. And the what's it ones as well, the chip shop per sausage. But you'll have to let me know if you want the jumbos or the smaller ones. It's just that we have the smaller ones because they last us longer, if you know what I mean. But they are the chip shop ones, so if you like them, that's what they do. They do. That's what they are. The burgers. What's it? But years ago, the streets around Stoke-on-Trent, when you used to see them hot dog barrows out, they were boilies, you know. That was boiled stock. Westler's Burgers and Hot Dogs used to be in, man. Anyway, I'm just scoffing my burgers out. Valentino's used to be a good fun night, you know, as well, because we used to be able to go and park on the car park there. I did that for all the way through the winter. Right. Instead of me gabbing on it, I better eat my fucking food before it goes cold. Sure, I made a spliff.